So before we address the Swiss cheese that is the frame on this 87 F250, we have to wire wheel all of this rust off. Why wire wheel? Because I'm too cheap to buy a sandblaster. So I should have bought a sandblaster. I'm a little ahead of myself with the wire wheeling here. I started doing it all without having removed all the mounts that I wanted to remove. And before I go on to doing the boxing, I have to fill all these holes. So I'm gonna finish removing all the parts that need to be removed, and then I'm gonna go forward and do more wire wheeling, and then finally the boxing, I think. There's a lot to do. We're gonna try to get it all done today. It's late. I got down here at like 11 o'clock, so I had to run to town. And I've been working all week, so it's Sunday. Let's see if I can get it all done. You'll see snippets of me yelling, complaining, and hurting myself. Alright, so I'm hoping the GoPro picked this up. I was curious to see if this would happen. I cut this, and it opened up, and it shrunk right back down. So I have a feeling that as soon as I cut this some more, this frame's gonna come in. I'm actually not worried about that. I have a support back there. I saw the cross member there. When I go to put the new cross member in for the body mounts, I'm gonna be able to pry this back open just enough to get that back in. So I'm really not worried about that. After I got rid of that cross member, I cut off the shackle from the front leaf spring and started wire wheeling that side. I got about halfway done, decided to change the wire wheel, and when I looked at my consumables cabinet, I found one of these, which is a stripping disc. It works way better. There's so much material that I'm pulling up after wire wheeling. It pulls up so much more, so I'm gonna go back and hit it again with this prep disc, and then I'm gonna weld in all these holes, and then we'll look at boxing the inside. So probably not going to finish it today, probably not going to finish it tomorrow. Hopefully by Tuesday all the welding will be done and we'll have a boxed section in here, and I'll have the cross member built by then as well. Okay, so I've got my little coupons, I guess we'll call them, cut, and I'm going to start just tacking these in. I'm going to tack all the coupons in and move along this quickly, and then come back and weld everything in because that's going to be hot. So I'm going to do what I can now while I'm still cool. Absolutely roast my finger. So I'm trimming the frame in order to keep a straight edge all the way across. That'll allow me to box it easier. When I cut just from the other side of this hole, it comes to a taper here, then it comes out that way. I noticed my cut piece here just fell off and I saw this hairline fracture. I'm gonna have to repair that because that's no good. I can actually kind of flex the metal around that crack. So I'm gonna do a little notch in the top, grind it down a little bit, and I'm gonna TIG weld it because I think that'll be better for it. This is the bolt hole for the frame. I'm actually welding a nut to the bottom side of this. So when you put the bolt in, the bolt will come in through the top and thread in, and you won't have the need to put a wrench in there. It'll be welded at least halfway. If not, I'm gonna try to do all 3/4. But we'll have to repair that. I'm gonna cut the other side, then I'm gonna come back and repair that.